What's up? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Holly and this is my booktube channel. And as you might imagine, we talk about books and reading and all things in that realm. Today is going to be a really fun video because one of my booktube buddies, Cliff, with Cliff's Dark Gems, has tagged me in the bookshelf tag. So there's about 10 questions that I'm going to answer regarding my bookshelves. And hopefully it's fun, and if you have never checked out Cliff's channel, you absolutely need to. His knowledge of the genres he talks about is unmatched. I mean, this dude knows so much about these books and articulates it so eloquently, and he used to be a former teacher, so you can really see that ability shine through in his reviews and when he talks about books. And like I said, he's awesome, great booktube buddy, always leaves nice comments on my videos, so make sure to check out his channel as well. So just jumping right into these questions. The first question is, how many bookshelves do you have? I actually have 4 bookshelf units. I'm not counting like individual shelves, but as far as bookshelf units, I have 4, technically. I don't know if my book cart counts as another shelf. Probably not. So let's just go with 4. Next question. How many books are on your bookshelves? Or how many books do you think you have? At last count, which was a couple weeks ago, there was 300. But I've acquired a few since then, and I know that I've lent some out, so it's probably more like over 300 plus, somewhere in that realm. Question 3. How do you organize your books? Essentially by genre, you know, horror, thriller, and so on and so forth, and then within each genre by author. So I just try to group authors together. I don't necessarily have them alphabetically or anything like that, just grouped together. You can kind of see how Stephen King is grouped behind me in one of my horror shelves, so that's pretty much how I organize them. Question 4. What is the oldest book on your bookshelf? Ooh. Are we talking like when it was published or when I bought it? I'm gonna go with like, assume publication date. And I think other than like the Bible, I've got one. I think this might be the oldest book on my bookshelf. This is kind of a Persian poetry book. My grandfather gave it to me years ago when I was a kid, and I've had it forever, and not only that, it's relatively old as far as when it was written and published. I think it was originally written and published in like the late 1800s. And this is interesting because it is like a pocket collection, and as a result, there's no like edition or publication date on the inside. However, from some research that I've done, it seems to be that these particular pocket classics were published like in the 1930s to 1960s. I don't really know when my grandfather acquired it, but it had to have been somewhere in that realm. And like I said, it was originally published in the late 1800s. So that's probably my oldest book. What is the newest book on your bookshelf? Aha, I've got it. The newest book on my shelf is actually Lone Women by Victor, I'm gonna go with Lavalle. That's because I'm from El Paso, Texas, and I tend to pronounce everything that is a double L like a Y, but I could be completely wrong. It could just be Laval, but I almost want to say Lavalle. I don't know. But yeah, Lone Women was my book of the month pick for this month, and it is a horror novel, so I'm kind of anxious to get to this one. Question 6. What is the longest book on your bookshelf? Again, other than the Bible, I would have to say It by Stephen King. I think it's well over 1,000 pages, and I would be willing to bet it's probably the longest on my shelf. Question 7. What is the shortest book on your bookshelf? I would have to say that is probably Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. That one is less than 100 pages, and I can't think of another book I own that is less than that. So I'm pretty sure it is Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. Question 8. What is the predominant genre on your bookshelf? Ooh, that's tough. It would probably have to be thriller or mystery. I don't know if horror quite beats those two out yet. They might be tied, but those are kind of my predominant genres. The only other one that might beat them out is like law books. Those are a whole different category, so without counting those, probably thriller, mystery, something in that realm. Question 9, have you done a bookshelf tour? No, I haven't yet. My channel is still fairly new, and that's one video that I have not gotten around to yet. I think one of the last questions in this tag says to show y'all my bookshelves, but I'm thinking about making that a separate video because that takes some work production-wise, I guess, and I don't want to be holding a really shaky camera trying to show you everything, and so I might just have that be a separate video. We'll see. Question 10. It says random number generator and the corresponding book. Ooh, okay. Let me put my coffee down. Okay, so I assume we go online and find a random number generator. Okay. So there's a minimum, so we're going to put 1, and a maximum, let's just put 300 because I think that's how many books I have. We'll just go with that. Generate. Okay, it landed on 94. I don't know if y'all can see that. 94. So let me count my books all the way to 94 and get right back. Okay, I'm back. And I counted all the way to 94 books. And the winner here, I almost dropped it, was A Series of Unfortunate Events. This is the 8th book in the series, and it is called The Hostile Hospital. Did any of y'all read these as a kid? I loved them as a kid, and as such, I have kept the collection, and they never have a happy ending. That's why they're a series of unfortunate events. So if you're looking for a book with a happy ending, don't pick these up, but you might still really like them anyway. They're awesome, and this is book 94. Question 11 says, fan merch and decorations on your shelf. Huh. I don't have a ton of stuff on my shelf, but you can see behind me I have a candle. I like candles. Let's see. I think most of my fan merch is over there. Yeah, I might have to take you with me over here. Okay, hopefully y'all can see me okay. I'm kind of crouched in this like weird little position, but we're gonna roll with it. So on this shelf, I guess I have this little stuffed owl. I don't know if you can see him. It's just a little stuffed owl. I think my mom bought him for me, and appropriately so. He sits on top of my Harry Potter collection. I also have right here, hopefully you can see, a couple of medals. Can you see those? Yeah, you can kind of see them. I won these back in October in a bodybuilding competition. Yep, fun fact, this book nerd actually works out too. So yeah, I've done a couple of bodybuilding competitions, and maybe I'll insert a photo just because I know someone's gonna be curious. So yeah, I get kind of bashful when I talk about that aspect of my life because it feels very, I don't know, narcissistic to be like, look at me and my smoking body. I get so uncomfortable, and I'm probably turning red, and we're moving on. You can't really see from down here, but on the very top shelf, I have what are called Fiesta medals. So these are little medals that look like this, and these are from back when I lived in San Antonio, Texas. The Fiesta there is a massive deal every year, and everyone tries to collect Fiesta medals and try to get as many as you can. They're all from different organizations, and a lot of the judges that I would go in front of in court would pin them to their robes, and they used to get so many that they would just jingle and jangle all over the courtroom, and it was awesome. And we've kind of migrated, and the sun is now at my back, so I apologize if the lighting is just awful, but you know, we're rolling with it. And over here I've got like this little sign here. I don't know if you can see. It says Holly Voth, Senior Associate Editor Voth is my maiden name. Crooks is obviously my married name, hence Crooks Books. And Senior Associate Editor is when I was on the law review for my law school, and that was my nameplate, and I've just kept it over the years. I also have this silver dollar that was given to me when I graduated law school. On one side it has like the E Pluribus Unum and United States of America, things like that. And then on the other side it has a document with a feather that says "We the People." So I think that is really cool, and it says the U.S. Constitution 200th anniversary, which that was just such a cool gift to give to a recent law grad. I love it. And lastly, like I said, I don't have a ton of stuff. Maybe I need more stuff on my shelves. I have this like really cool little wooden cross that I was given. I believe it's made out of the branch of an olive tree, which has biblical significance. So yeah, I thought that was really neat. And the last question, question 12, like I mentioned, says, show us your bookshelves. And I kind of gave y'all like a brief little quick run through when I was showing you some of my fan merchandise. I'm actually out of breath because I had to crouch in these weird positions, so I got kind of a workout. But like I said, I think I might reserve that for like a formal full bookshelf tour video. I don't really know if it would fit into this video time-wise, so that may be something I do in a later video, but at least y'all got like a tiny little glimpse of my bookshelves and what's on them. Thank you again so much to Cliff for tagging me in this video. I had a lot of fun doing it, and hopefully it gave y'all a little more insight into what's on my shelves and things of that nature. And I'm not really good at tagging people, so if you want to do this tag, consider yourself tagged by me and go do it. Have fun. Let me know if you're gonna go do this video, and I'll make sure to check y'all's out as well. And I will see y'all in the next video. Bye y'all.